So, what the heck is a credit score anyway? It's really just a representation of your personal creditworthiness in number form. Lenders, like banks, use it to judge the likelihood of whether you'll repay your debts or not. Your scores ranges between 300 and 850, with a higher score being better, and it's calculated based on your personal credit history. But why should you even care about your credit score? We looked at a few reasons earlier. Here's a more complete list. Like we said, your score is used by lenders when you seek to borrow money, such as when applying for credit cards and most loans, like these here. And a good score can mean the difference between getting approved or denied, and also paying a lower interest rate. This becomes really important on larger loans like mortgages, where even 1 to 2% translates into thousands of dollars. So what are some other areas where you might not immediately think your credit score is used? Earlier we mentioned employment. Depending on the job, and especially if it relates to business, companies can look at your score as a way to gauge responsibility. If you have 5 overdue accounts, 3 accounts in collections, and a score of 580, they may think twice about hiring you. Another area is when renting an apartment or home. Maybe you're not at the point where you're looking to buy and get a mortgage, but in competitive rental markets nowadays, a lot of landlords actually check credit scores. A friend of mine living in New York City was unable to rent 2 different apartments because of her credit score. The landlords asked that she put 4 months deposit down because of her bad score, which she just couldn't afford to do. Credit scores also affect insurance. Most auto insurers use your credit score as part of deciding whether to issue a policy, and a growing number of companies use it in deciding on homeowners insurance policies. And even if you're approved, a score can also affect the premiums you pay. One final area, and probably the most serious of all, romance. I'm talking credit score dating. Listen, people, we live in a world of economic uncertainty, and oftentimes you want to know if a potential spouse is financially responsible before getting too serious. And what better way to judge that than with someone's credit score? And that's why there are online dating services like this one, creditscoredating.com. Now, credit score dating goes beyond the scope of this course and isn't directly covered, but you can definitely use what you'll learn here to work your magic on the credit score dating scene. Let me tell you, nothing turns your date on more than mentioning that payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. Just trust me on this, guys. You'll thank me later. I even met my fiancée on creditscoredating.com. Okay, that's a lie. We met in college. But she did say yes to marrying me because of my excellent credit score. Okay, that's a lie also. But, and this one is true, I did leverage my credit score to completely pay to take the 2 of us to Europe last summer, where I surprised her by proposing in Paris. So, in a small way, my credit score is completely responsible for the success of our relationship. She's gonna kill me if she sees this, but she probably won't. She hates credit scores. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I talk about them every single day. Okay, back to how credit scores work.